until he answer. Hello? Okay, my friend, you said we cannot comprehend. Explain to us, what do you mean?
You're giving a lot of examples of
Okay,
what people spoke about 1400 years back.
right.
You need to put yourself in their shoes too.
No problem. And
So when they are explaining stuff to people from 1400 years back,
okay.
they will understand simple terms which which is easy for them to understand. Like for example, if you take go 100 years back and say, I can speak to somebody and watch him on YouTube and look at his face also at the same time, they will laugh at you, right?
Okay, I will give you an example. In the Bible, it says that the earth is hanged on nothing and it is a globe. Well, people, they can laugh at the one who said that at that time. Who care? Are you going to tell me, are you telling me that your prophet was giving us false information just because people at that time, they are dummy?
Oh, see, I'm trying to justify what you're saying with the examples you're quoting. You're going to some other reference now.
No, I'm not going to any reference. If Allah prophet, he speak, you see, when the guy, he asked, when Muhammad, he asked the guy, he said to him, do you know where the sun set? Muhammad did not say, I do not know. He did not say only Allah knows. The guy, he said to him, Allah and his prophet knows best. And the one who is voluntarily talking is Muhammad. He is the one who is mentioning the topic. It's not even the guy. So he said to him, Allah and his apostle knows best. So Muhammad here, he claimed that his knowledge is coming from Allah. Now let me ask you, my friend, if Allah is God, you are a Muslim, right? Hello? Hello? He stopped talking for some reason. I don't know why. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
I hear you now. Okay. So listen carefully. So when the guy said to your prophet, Allah and his apostle know best or better, Muhammad right away, he says, it goes, i.e., travel, until prostrate itself under the throne of Allah. So what the point of this? Why you are saying false information? The guy did not even ask you. The man did not even ask. Why you are giving false information? According to you, the reason is, at that time, people are naive. Are you saying to me that Muhammad was naive too? And this is what, like naive, explain to a naive? I'm waiting for your answer. Are you there? Do you want me to hang up on you? You have nothing to say? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. What happened? Okay, my friend, I don't want to waste my time. Do you see how even they come with the conclusion? All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Now, again, I'm trying to understand and see, like you are explaining a lot of stuff.
Okay.
I don't have any offense against you explaining anything, but I'm just trying to tell you that you need to comprehend that what he's explaining from a time which is 1,400 years back, okay? And you're trying to explain the same things now with today's understanding, which is not fair. You see,
No,
you need to explain
the problem
to
is,
people who are from that century.
No, you see, the problem is, you don't understand that we are talking about somebody who he claimed that he got his knowledge from God. So time doesn't count for him. If I receive my knowledge from God, then what difference is going to make if I'm speaking 10,000 years ago or 10 billion years ago? If God is the one who's told me, and God exists before time, so my knowledge have nothing to do with that time and this time. This is the knowledge of God.
That doesn't make a difference. That doesn't make a difference.
No, it makes a huge difference. No, if God, let me ask you, is your God, okay, are you saying your God, are you saying now that your God, he gave wrong explanation?
You said something. Let me explain what. Let me tell you how foolish what you're saying is.
Okay, go
You're
ahead.
saying that because God said something, it has to be correct like that. Okay.
Hmm.
Now go back to the same example again, which is you're saying like God. You're saying God said that, right? Okay. For example, if God had to tell Muhammad at that time
Hmm.
that you will one day you will have a mobile in front of you, you can see the other person face to face and talk to him. How do you think Muhammad will explain that to the people?
What does have to do with the mobile now? We are talking about the
I'm giving
sun. It is something they can
I'm giving
see. The mobile is not something anyone knows. So what does have to do with this? Who is the foolish here? We are talking about the sun. Everybody at that time knew the sun, don't they? Don't they? They see it every day. So it is
yes,
not something new. It's not something mysterious. It is the sun, and the sun is disappearing during the sunset. So Muhammad is trying to explain what happened when the sun goes. Where is the sun is going? Why we don't see it at night? So when you say to me, well, what if Allah told Muhammad about the mobile? That is very silly because first of all, why you want to tell him about the mobile anyway? Secondly, and why Muhammad volunteered to talk about it? He is the one who volunteered to talk about the sun going, and he is the one now he is giving details. So it's not like a guy, somebody asked him, he did not know what to say, he gave his own opinion. As you see that you Muhammadan, you believe that Muhammad, he speak only by inspiration from Allah. Is that correct?
Yeah, you finished?
Is that what you agree? You agree that Muhammad speak only by inspiration from Allah?
You asked me 100 questions and you want
I
me
did
to
not ask you
answer
any
only to the
question.
last point.
This is the only question I asked. I did not ask when I
No.
said,
You,
don't
you
you
went
believe?
on about the
Don't you
mobile, you
believe?
went
No,
on
I
about
was
this,
first.
you
I
went
was
about
explaining.
that, and now you come
I was
to bring me
explaining
to
my.
one topic which
I
is something
was
else
explaining
totally.
my answer for you. I did not give you a question. I said to you that
No,
Muhammad
but your
volunteering.
explanation, your
That
explanation is not like a conversation. Your explanation is you're telling a story, and then after you
my
come to
friend,
some other,
it's
you
not
arrive at
me.
some other
It's not
point.
me who made the explanation. It's your prophet.
It's immaterial. It's immaterial.
What
Whatever was
immaterial?
explained,
Okay, you know what?
whatever he can
I want
explain,
you to
he can
help me.
explain only in a
Okay, I
way
want you
which
to
the
help me.
people of that
I
time can
want you,
understand.
my friend, I want you to help me. When Muhammad, he quote the verse from the Quran, and he tell all this story before he explained the Quran. Chapter 36, verse number 38. I want you, by being the smart person, and obviously one smart like you, explain to me how Muhammad connected the movement of the sun during the sunset, and he is quoting a verse from the Quran saying, and the sun runs into a degree. What do you think?
1 second, I'm just trying to adjust the volume here so that I don't hear myself twice.
Just to mute YouTube. Keep
Yeah,
yourself in Skype.
is YouTube muted now?
My friend, not my YouTube, your YouTube, because so you will not have
Yeah,
two
my
voice.
YouTube.
Yeah, mute
Yeah,
your
my
YouTube.
YouTube. Is it muted now?
I don't hear
Is
you.
it muted now?
I hear only your voice. Good. For me, your voice
Okay,
is fine. Yeah. So now,
It's
tell me.
okay now?
Let me repeat my question. When Muhammad he says that this is the explanation, the statement of Allah, interpretation of Allah's statement, and the sun runs its fixed course for a term and decree. How we can connect the word of Allah, which is a Quran, that the sun runs every day in the decree, and this is why Muhammad explained the sunset, how you can make that both match without coming to a very huge, stupid scientific error. Go ahead.
Yes, exactly. Obviously, the people of that time, they understood it. You don't understand it now. I don't understand it now. But the people of that time, they understood it. That's why the religion has spread so much now. The people of that time understood it.
How they understood it?
However they understood it, that's not my problem, that's not your problem. You're trying to pinpoint something else. But at that time, the people did understand it. They followed him.
How your prophet understood it?
However he understood it, however he explained it to the people, it doesn't really matter. But people understood it. People followed him.
So why you are calling me if it doesn't matter for you, doesn't matter for me, doesn't matter for them, doesn't matter for everybody? Are you from the doesn't matter party in India?
Yes, because you're giving wrong explanation here. That's why.
I'm not explaining. Here we go. It's in front of you. It's your prophet. He says the sun goes. Okay, I want you to help me, my friend. My explanation is wrong. I want you to help me. The sun, he said, the sun goes every day and prostrate under the throne of Allah, and then one day will ask for permission, and Allah will not give it permission, and He will order to go from the west, go back from the west. Explain that to me. Go ahead.
Okay, very simple. You think God can't do that? You think God can't do that?
So okay, thank you. So you agree that?
No, answer me first. Answer me. Do you think God can't do that?
Which God? Your God? He cannot do anything.
Whichever God. There's only one God. You think God can't do
Well,
that?
here we go. Your God do not even know where the sun goes.
Answer me. Can God do that
My
or
friend,
not?
no, he cannot do that. Your God cannot do that. Prove it to
Why?
me.
Then he cannot be
Secondly,
God.
you see,
Then he cannot be God.
if your God,
Then he cannot be
order to
God.
be able to do
Then he
that,
cannot be God then.
listen.
Right?
In order to do
This is
that,
your own argument, CP. I'm using it against you. Your own argument. You say that if
Your
God
God,
cannot do something,
to
he's not
prove to
God.
me,
But then again, you
okay, but
contradict
this is
your own
story,
self
but this
and
is,
you say that God can do only certain things and God cannot do certain
no, I did
things.
not
You're
say that.
contradicting
No,
yourself here.
I did not say that. I said your God.
There is only one God, CP.
My friend,
There's only one God.
this is your own
If you
statement.
don't believe that,
Yeah, I believe there's only
this
one
is
God. I
your
believe this is true.
problem.
I believe this is true.
Problem.
This is true. I agree with you. There's only one God, but this is not Allah. And the proof in front of your eyes. Because when you say to me that Allah, He can do that, He can do that. He can send the sun back from the west, but the sun doesn't go anywhere.
That is your view of it. Like, for example, if you're a painter and you're a painting...
What my
listen
view?
Listen to me. Yeah, I'll give you an example. Let me explain. If you're a giraffe, okay, and you're painting a picture, imagine the giraffe, his head is on top, and he's painting a picture of a lion. What will that lion look to him like? He's looking at it from top.
So in this case, who is the giraffe? Your prophet is the giraffe, or your God is the giraffe, and Muhammad is the lion? I don't know.
See how your thinking goes. When I say,
no, I'm not, because what does have to do with this, my friend? Did Muhammad give like a point of a view which is not real, taking it from Allah, or he gave a point of a view which is real?
He gave a point of view which was real for the people of the for the 7th century.
So are you saying, okay, so you are saying the Quran is not match for today, it's a stupid book for today?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying this was for the people of the 7th century.
No problem.
For the people now,
okay. So,
the people now look at it differently. Like how you're looking at it differently and finding so much of faults with it.
Okay.
Your point of view, you're not putting it to the 7th century point of view.
Okay, let me go with you. Why Muhammad did not say something very smart, and as long he is a prophet and the believers, they believe in him anyway, whatever he say. As an example, your prophet, he says, when you convert to Allah, Allah will give you endless penis. I mean, which one is crazy? Endless penis or the sun? Just tell them the sun doesn't go anywhere. So you believe in the endless.
Where did he mention
that?
You believe. Listen, where did he mention like that?
Listen.
Endless penis. Where did he mention that?
If I show it to you, what you will do?
Show it to me. Let's see.
Okay, here we go.
I haven't seen that. I haven't heard of that before.
Okay, let us see.
You will show it to me from where? Some other person talking something again, which is going to be again that person trying to explain something in the terms of which people can understand from that time.
So at that time, you tell people that you will have endless penis to explain what?
Where? Show me that first. You're talking about something that you're not showing
before
to me.
I show you, because your game is that this goes for that time. So I'm asking you, when you're a prophet, he mentioned that you will have an endless penis.
No. That was not what I said. See, you changed. Okay. You didn't get what I said.
Tell me again, because maybe I got you wrong. Maybe I got you wrong. Go ahead.
Yes. It was explained in such a way that the people of that time could understand. Not for that time. You get it? It was explained in such a way for the people of that time to understand it.
It was a wrong explanation, you mean?
No, it was the right explanation. I gave you the example from the very beginning, CP. I told you a mobile phone example which I gave you. Okay, if you 100 years back you go and you talk about a mobile phone and see, the people will laugh at you, right or wrong.
But
so same way like that.
But
for 1400 years back, when things were explained to
we are talking about a real object which is known. It's not something. If Muhammad he say, people they will be wondering what is that, right? I mean, Muhammad, he is
exactly. Already... Yeah, I'm just giving you an example. See, you don't have to take it literal.
No problem.
It's just an example.
No problem. So you Muslims, everything Muhammad he says is unseen anyway, and many of it is crazy. Like Sulaiman, he have a flying carpet, and he have a ring, and he have he died standing and almost for a year, and nobody noticed because he was holding a stick. How come those things is okay for you? And it's for that time. Is it for that time, or this is stupid story for that time?
I don't know the context of why and what those verses were released for.
What do you mean, what the context? Suddenly now you don't know the context?
Yeah, I don't know why those verses were released and how was the context. I wouldn't be able to understand that because I'm not from that time. I have to be a scholar to go and understand all those things. I'm just trying to explain to
Okay,
you
so
very,
now,
very
so
simple
now we
things.
have to be scholars to go and understand what it's mean, right?
That's your view of it again.
My friend, it is, but now we are reading from the scholars. You see, okay, can you tell me one of the
Yeah,
scholars?
again,
Can
you're
you
reading,
tell
you're
me?
reading.
Can you tell me the scholar who did not agree with this?
Okay, you're talking about scholars from which time? From current time or from that time?
But I thought the
Which scholars
scholars,
are you talking
I
about?
thought the scholars who will understand it is only the scholars from that time.
Yes, yes, but scholars from that time explain things for people of that time to understand it as per what they knew at that
What the
time. Do you
point?
understand
What the
that?
point of the scholars at that time explain what it's meant at that time? If it is the same what it says at that time, so nothing changed. There's no explanation. I mean, why?
No, you
Even,
go to the modern scholars. You go to the modern scholars.
why even this one need explanation? I mean, how clear it is
You
where
go
the
to the
sun
modern
goes.
scholars in that case.
Why? Where the sun goes under the throne of Allah. Let me ask you: is the throne of Allah have a size?
That's an image which you have to understand. Look at that image.
Do the throne of Allah.
Look at that image.
Is the throne of Allah is something physical?
Yeah, I understand that. You've been repeating this from the beginning.
Let us go to
You've
understanding
been
today.
repeating this from the beginning. I heard you.
I will go with you.
I heard you from the beginning about this.
Okay.
That image of the throne and the sun going up and down and under or whatever, that is an image which the people from the 7th century could understand as per that explanation. But when you explain it in today's terms, we have gone much more advanced in the world. So our knowledge, our technology has gone much more advanced. So for us, it looks funny.
You are saying Allah at the 7th century, He gave us wrong information and purpose because at that time we were stupid.
Who was explaining it at that time? The scholars. We're talking about the scholars, remember.
Your prophet.
We're not talking about God. We're talking about the scholars.
No, Allah is the one who explained it, not the scholars. The scholars, they just tell the naive like you what it's meant. That's all.
Yeah, even if it's God explaining it, then God is using the words which the people will understand from that time. 1400 years back.
No problem. I will go with you. So Allah, He used words so we can understand at that time, but the word He used, it became a cartoon. It's stupid. So what the benefit of this? Now
That's your view.
Anyone
That's
who
your
believe,
view.
No, this is not my view.
That's only your view. Nobody else's
anyone
view.
who believe in this now, he think the sun really goes and prostrate at the throne of Allah and ask for permission. And one day, and remember, this is something will happen in the future, in the day of judgment. The sun will ask for permission to come back, and then Allah will not order it, will not allow it to go back and rise from the east. He will order it to go and rise from the west. How you explain that part?
You think God can't do that? You think God can't do that?
See, you are contradicting yourself. So now you are saying this is true.
I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying it's false. I'm not saying anything. I'm only trying to explain.
Do you think God cannot do that?
Yes, you think God cannot do that?
Yeah, but this is true. This will happen.
Yes or no?
Yeah, but this is
You have to answer yes or no first before you say if it's true or not.
But this is mean.
You have to answer yes or no. Did you answer yes or no?
No. Your God cannot do that. I told you many times. Secondly, how you can do something? It's not right. God is not a fairy tale story. He will say, okay, and now I will order you to go back rise from the west. That is stupid, because this is not true. This is not what's happening. This is not what reality is. So the story here presents for us that you have a God. He is a cartoonist, and he is a fool. And you are saying to me that we Muslim at that time in the 7th century, we were a bunch of fools. So Allah decided to fool us by giving us false explanation. Have nothing to do with reality.
This is not what I'm saying. You are twisting the things again now.
Okay, tell me now, what the purpose of this story? What the purpose of Allah telling us wrong information? If He keep His mouth shut, it's better then.
No, it's the people of that time. They should understand what is the power of Allah.
They did not understand.
They have to know what is the
nothing.
power.
They understand.
Yeah.
But now they got a fiction. They did not get the understanding.
If they didn't understand, why are they the second biggest religion in the world? If they didn't understand, as per
Islam is the biggest religion in the
Buddhism
world.
or the Jainism or whichever the religion has to be.
Islam now is the biggest religion in the world.
Second biggest.
Second biggest. So that means you are wrong then again. I mean, even your logic is stupid, because if it is how big it is, we are bigger. So you are now wrong based on your logic. Come on, don't use that. Who care about how many people they are? Even if they are one Muslim, if Islam is a true religion, it's a true religion. If there's a billion, who care? So I'm asking you now, when Allah, he used such a logic, and this logic misled the people, because now he misled them. He did lie to them. The sun goes nowhere. What about Muhammad being smart and says, you know what, the sun goes nowhere? It is the earth is going around.
You're saying mislead, and then you're agreeing with me. It's the second biggest religion in the world. Make up your mind, CP.
No, I am not agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with your logic. It's a stupid logic, because you're trying to
simple
prove to
logic,
me.
right?
You are trying to prove to me
Yes,
that
it's
you
very
are.
simple.
You are trying to prove to me that you are right because you are the second religion in the world. But this won't prove you right, because but that prove you wrong actually. Because if the bigger one is the right one, if the bigger one is the right one, that means we are the right and they are wrong. In Islamic Christianity, they oppose each other. So if it's about who is the big, we are the biggest.
Bigger
and
doesn't
you are,
decide.
and you are. Who care? Come on, speak to me as an adult.
Bigger
please.
doesn't
So,
decide the truth.
Listen. Okay,
CP,
so size.
bigger doesn't decide the truth.
Okay, no
Bigger
problem. That's
doesn't
good.
decide the truth.
Okay, that's
the
good.
truth is
That's
the truth.
good. That's good. What is the truth here? Tell me the truth.
The truth, there's only one God. Simple.
This is not
And
what I'm
everybody,
talking about.
whoever it is, whether he's
how your
he's
God
Muslim
can
or
be
Christian
God,
or
my
Jainism
friend.
or whatever,
Okay,
he has to come back to
how
that one
your-
God. Where will you go
how
when you
your
die,
God-
CP? Where will you go?
My friend,
Where will you go when you die?
How your
You'll go back to God, right?
don't
You'll
give
go back
me
to your creator.
don't give me
Simple.
about literature. If I tell you about death now, you will die laughing. Your prophet, he said that when you die, there is somebody will go. There's 99 dragons will go inside your anus. You want to show me? Show you?
Yeah. All this, I've heard all this.
Okay, so
your
your prophet
that is all
obviously.
fine.
So your
Okay,
prophet,
but you're missing the main point.
Your
You're
prophet
missing the main
is
point.
scaring you. Is scaring you? Making
You're
up
going
stories.
away from the main point.
What main
Come
point?
back, come back to zero.
Allah.
Come back to zero. Your terms, come back to zero.
Let us go back to zero. I will go back to zero.
Yes.
What is the
I'm
purpose?
telling you
What is
that
the
the
purpose?
things
What is the
explained-
purpose of Muhammad lie here? He is lying, obviously. This is false.
The purpose
Why
of explaining things in words which the people from the 7th century
But
would
this is a lie.
understand
The explanation
doesn't make sense
but
to
the
you
explanation
now.
is
But
false.
it made sense to the people at the 7th century.
Doesn't matter. It makes sense to who. It's false. What about he gave the right explanation?
God,
A prophet of God, my friend,
Okay, anyway,
a prophet of
it was-
God,
it was
a
nice
prophet of
talking to you.
God. Do
I
he
tried to
care
make my
really?
point, but
Do
you
he
don't want
care
to
really?
understand,
People,
so
what
thank you
people
very
will
much.
say. You're a prophet.
Have a
was
nice day, CP. Carry
Your-
on. Have a nice day.
your
You will not
prophet-
understand what I'm saying.
No,
Thank you very much.
no
Bye-bye.
problem. But you are smart and you're a prophet
Bye-bye.
for sure. Your prophet was
Bye-bye.
accused to be.
I'll continue listening to your show, so I'm here only.
No
Don't worry.
problem.
I'm
You
not
are
going
welcome, my
anywhere. I'm
friend.
here only.
You are
So
welcome. No problem.
We'll talk again later.
No
Thank you very
problem.
much.
No problem.
Bye-bye.
Okay.